Howdy everybody, it's Sean with Kappi's Cars. Kappi's here with me. Let's see if I can, now I gotta rotate the device back, okay. There we go. But we're gonna sort some cards here as we do at 9. Kappi's hanging out with us. So I figured we could take a look at some of the things I got from that huge haul last time around and see if there's anything else interesting there and what we found. I have found a couple like Biggio rookie cards and things like that from the 90s. But, you know, lots of fun, different mix of cards in this big box. What's up, Kappi? Where you going? Huh? Getting comfy? All right, so this tripod, if he shuffles around like that, it's going to shake a little bit. So definitely going to have to get something maybe a little bit better to do this with. But we also get to watch Kappi do his thing there. So let's see what else we find here in this. I've got the chat window up over here too, if anybody does stroll in to go ahead and see what we got. So let's see here. We got some 88 score, 89 tops. The 91 Fleer joining with us early, right? Is this going to zoom on the cards or is it going to zoom on what Kappi's doing there? Maybe I should do that for a minute, give him some privacy. Oh, man. So some 91 tops to go with that. A couple of Cardinals. And these cards have been going every which way since I started doing this. I'll lower this just a little bit here. You can still see Kappi back there without completely seeing what he's doing. How about a starting lineup card in there? Right, from the 91. Whose idea was it to have 91 cards in yellow? The starting lineup cards. So you can see a little bit about how I do this here. I keep it pretty simple. I do it by divisions, as you can tell here, as I spread them out. As you can see here, the NL East right here in front of us, NL Central, NL West is off camera, and all the ALs over here. I would show you more of it, of course, if I could, but then you wouldn't see the big boy over here. So a couple of Braves. As I come across anything that's damaged too, you might hear me toss it in the old circular filing cabinet. So I thought this would be a good way just to give us a nice test run of how these live streams work, since I did one or two way back in the past, and it's been a while since I've tried and just wanted to see what's going on. And when he decided to come up here and sit, I figured it was a good time to just kind of test it out. Because this is kind of what we normally do. Right? Everybody's in bed. And I'll just come in here, and if there's nothing on TV, I watched a little college basketball earlier. My other alma mater, as I like to put it, was on. But in NC State lost to Chapel Hill. But Kappi and I just sit here, and we'll make some packs, or we'll, in this case, sort some cards for some packs. So got a lot of 89 tops here to go through. There are the Brewers right here. Cubs are back here. And I have to get some other way to maybe get a nice wider view of this as we're doing it. Kappi, your ear's flapped over. See his ear right there from licking. Here, buddy. Whoop, there you go. So welcome in, anybody that's out there watching. Wondering what I'm doing. I sell these cards over my Etsy shop. I didn't get my breaker mat out. Maybe I should have. But you can see in the description for the, the channel and stuff like that. What I do with these, everything is on sale right now too, at least baseball card wise. It's got some 92 Donruss here. And the old 91 Donruss as well. Got so much of that I've had recently. After I bought a big cache of it not too long ago. 91 Tops is one that I get quite frequently. Some more there. Dodgers. I guess I can point out the stars and Hall of Famers as I go along, right? And if I happen to find any. 87 Tops there. Back to 91 Donruss. Got to work on centering this. There's more 87 Tops. Work on centering it without bumping the tripod. 88 Tops. The Reds there. 91 Tops or the Reds. Right here. We got 80 or 92 Donruss again, right? Royals. Royals are over here. There we are. Braves under 90 Donruss there, right? Tommy Gregg, you gonna not zoom in? All right, you can just go in your pile then. And the old 90 score, right? Maybe somewhere in the box there, in the big pile here, there is the Bo Jackson card from that. If you're wondering what I'm saying by the big pile, that's the big pile, right? You can see where I've got my laptop sitting on top of it in case there's anything from the chat that I want to say, but yeah. You can also see the stock back there in the corner of my baseball cards here in my man cave where I do all of this. Doubles as my office, my home office over in the corner there where I pretend to be an academic. There we go. Andres Galarraga. And 88, 90, or 89 Donruss there. It's 91. Expos are a team that, you know, the Expos and Nats are probably the worst selling team I have of all of these, right? And the Marlins are probably another one, both in the same division there. 89 Donruss or tops over here. Had a lot of this 2012 tops as I went through. You can see here with, maybe I got to work on the lighting here. Maybe that would help. But put that over here. Kappi boy, you going to sleep, buddy? That is what he normally does. Let's see. Dodgers are over here. And we got some more 89 tops. There's Fernando. Fernando Mania. All right, there you go. Kept your little tail movement, I think, is still catching the camera. Why don't we turn this down a little bit and let you sleep some? That way we can see the cards just a little bit better. So there's Reds, Braves, and 92 score here. The Angels all the way over here. And there's the Expos. The Rockies are over here. And the Reds again. Adam Wainwright. I had that card in the video too, right? This is still, the piles I'm going through are the things, if you watch the last video that I posted on my channel, these are those cards still. I haven't got into any of the other bags yet to see what there is or where they could go. Where are the Brewers? Over here. Wainwright again. A couple of Jerry Sands cards, wherever he was. Must have had a cup of coffee there with the Dodgers. Eric Sogard there of the Athletics. And Diamondbacks are back here. So usually I'm a little quicker than this, obviously, right, as I'm trying to figure out how to duck and get around the tripod that I've got sticking here. Maybe I gotta stick it the other way next time. A little more out of the way. A little more solid, perhaps. But that's why I just wanted to try this late at night here, just to give it a sort of a test run, just to see how this would go. I got tired of flipping through Twitter to look at the Republican debate stuff and the, you know, conservative media all, you know, fovating and, you know, getting excited over Trump being on Fox News and stuff like that. So had to do something else anyway. Once the NC State and UNC game ended. How about the last few nights in college basketball too, where 1, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 5 teams have lost in terms of ranking, all to unranked opponents. That should shape up well for March Madness here in a little bit. Where are the Braves? Right here. I usually do this sitting here at this, you know, cheap card table that I got at Lowe's, right? I usually do this where I put, you know, here on the break of the table, right? I put the NL on that side and the AL on this side, but since I've got so many cards over there, I had to slide it all over a little bit. It's kind of screwing with my mind. Lots of Braves, lots of Braves. There we go. Which is good. I think the Braves, one of the Braves and the Orioles, I think, are the teams I'm sold out of right now. So go ahead and make these packs again once I get through this big pile. And I got another box here off eBay that at some point I'll make a video of me opening it. It's more stuff more modern than this, right? At least it's supposed to be. Hopefully get some good stars in that to mix in, because I always like to have some stars in every pack as I'm doing this. So let's see what else we got over here. What year? Upper Deck. 93. Checklist with, who is that? Brent Gates. Brent Gates. Swinging and running. Cards I'd never saw before. So, Diamond Debuts, I guess, is a subset from 93 Upper Deck. Brent Gates again. Tyler Green of the Phillies. I remember him. Can't say that about a lot of these. Troy Percival, of course, I remember. Kevin Stocker had a few good years in Philly. Rondell White, of course, had a pretty good career. Will Clark. Will Clark was a big star, of course, in the late 80s, early 90s with the Giants. He bounced around a little after that, but that Ryan Sandberg is hiding back there behind the checklist. And some Expos, Rockies over here. Early Rockies, right? 94 Upper Deck is what this is. 93. The year off stuff. But Marlins, it's got to be the first year, right? Second year, maybe, of the Marlins. Or the Buccos, right here. Red Sox, Blue Jays. Andre Dawson's Hall of Famer. Don't remember Dawson as a Red Sox much. Here's Bo. He's a White Sox from 93 Upper Deck. Upper Deck's still around for hockey, right? Winfield is a Hall of Famer. I do remember him with the Twins, because he won the World Series there in 93 with them. They're 87 and 91. 91 was the World Series. 93 would have been the Blue Jays. Yeah. A little bit of stickage, not surprising with Upper Deck of this era. Todd Benzinger there. There's a couple of them that are just lightly stuck together. It's not too bad. It's Corey Snyder. What else we got here? Chili Davis. Love the Angels over here. Brewers. Mariners. I have to get another light back here or something for when I do this, if I'm going to do a live stream back here as well. Or do it during the daytime, I guess. Rockies. Indians. Bills. Funny, Jim Eisenreich. So the year I graduated high school, I believe, was 97. I was really into starting lineups at that point, right? The little action figure guys. These guys. Let me grab one right here. These guys, right? That's Howard Johnson. But still, really big into them, and I was putting the whole set together and stuff like that. And I went, God knows where, all over the place, looking for Jim Eisenreich. Was the last one I needed for the set, and it was months till my parents found it and got it for me somewhere outside of Philly, as they traveled around a lot. A random set. I guess the year I graduated high school. Gary Carter was my first PC. Still my biggest PC, right, as I do this. And I'm going to set that aside for myself, just in case I don't have that card. I think I do. But I might have set it aside, too, when I did the O-Pee-Chee pool a couple of weeks ago. But just in case. So, what do we got here? Conine with the Royals. Padres for Tony Fernandez, not Tony Gwynn. Alex Fernandez. He had a couple good years there in Chicago for the White Sox. Dewey Evans as an Oriole. Sean Dunston and Lance Dixon. Go back here. There's Doc Gooden. I know I have that in my PC. Pedro Guerrero is a Cardinal who is over here. Where am I going? Is that Inky? Incaviglia? Tigers back here. Greg Olson. I remember, I was young, right, growing up outside of Baltimore. It was 89 when he won the Rookie of the Year, right? Had that big curveball. But, of course, when you have a big curveball like that, your elbow is a little, start barking at you a little after a little bit. And his did. Red Sox. Eddie Murray, of course, speaking of Orioles, right, from back in the time period. But this is as a Dodger, where he got dealt to. Jack Morris, who, you can make a pretty good argument of him being the top pitcher of the 1980s, or one of the top pitchers of the 1980s, with the 84 Tigers, and then that Game 7, right, of the 91 World Series. Phillies with this, Mickey Morandini, Dave Righetti. The Giants over here. Mark Whitten. It's not the 91 Topps Mark Whitten card that's got some value to it, where his hand's outside the border. Yeah, a couple of Blue Jays in a row. There's Dave Stewart. And Doug Simons. I don't remember him at all for the Mets. Sure. And Terry Shumpert. Lots of names. 84 Fleer? 87 Fleer. What am I doing? 84 is like brownish, isn't it? But Twins here, over here. Cubs are right here. Somebody's sleeping. Let's see here. Benito Santiago. Arguably one of, if not the best catchers of that early 90s, right, time period. He had a nice brief run there. A couple of 89 Donruss Brewers. White Sox there. Whoops, White Sox right here. And the Angels. More Angels. Dante Bichette. It's not a rookie, isn't it? Chili Davis. Dave Schmidt. What happened to that card? See, this one's a little, I don't know if it focused. See that busted corner there? So, into the file cabinet. Desmond. And over here are the Diamondbacks. So, yeah, next time around, I have to get something that sets up a little higher. Maybe over there out of the way a little bit better. Because I'm going to be doing these for a while. It's going to take me a good while because I am back at work. I am no longer on sabbatical. Just in time for the election hell that is coming in front of us this year. But also for the other bullshit that's at work, right? We all have bullshit at work. Just mine is, the stupidity of academia multiplied by the bullshit at work. LA. White Sox. And Blue Jays right here. Diamondbacks are over here. Mariners back in the back. The Reds and Royals. A lot of this 2013 Topps right now. So I'm going through this. Not many stars, at least in this small run here. Ryan Vogelsong World Series card. A lot of who's that, at least right now. Even, when I look at a Mets card, and John Roush, I remember the name, but not exactly otherwise memorable. Ryan Zimmerman might be the biggest star that I have in this little run here. Well, that was Lincecum, a couple of Cy Youngs, right? That'd be a star to note. Cliff Lee had a good career. And more Cliff Lee and Jared Weaver again. Roush again. Don't hit. There we go. Yeah, it's just going to have to bounce. Sorry, buddy. Got that thing he's sleeping in on clearance at Kohl's. Just at random, right? Just kind of walked by, caught my eye. I was like, yeah, let's get Kappi a new bed. And he loves that thing. It's always good to do that as a cat owner. Other cat owners watching this are going to agree. Where finding something your cat loves isn't the easiest. or they'll love it for a day or two, and then that'll be about it, right? You're off to buy the next toy, and the next toy, and the next toy, and the next toy. Angels here with Brian Harvey. Javier was a Dodger, right? Yeah. Jose Mesa. And Mesa's got a busted corner. Hey, good one. I think I set that aside earlier when I was sorting, or picking the cards up and kind of putting them over here to get ready to sort. Pretty sure I've got it anyway, but we'll see, just to make sure. Russ Moran. Juan Bell. Jim DeShays. Got a few of Jim DeShays. Tom Bolton. Don't call him Michael. Chuck Finley. Don't play White Snake around him. Lee Smith. Lee Smith's Hall of Fame, right? All his saves and everything. For many different teams. He bounced around a lot for as successful as he was. Jerome Walton, the man back in 91, I'd have been jumping about that, right? Or in 90, is those cards. But like many that, have that early buzz and excitement, it don't last. Bolton again. Eric Davis had a great career in the late 80s. And when he left Cincinnati, that was about it for him, right? He kind of had some injuries and some other stuff out there in LA. Then he got bounced around, and that was that. Wally Joyner was another one that's supposed to be the next big thing. Tom Hurt's got a blown up corner. He had a couple good years, but it wasn't spectacular. That one's got a blown corner. A lot of doubles right here. Tom Hurt again. That's okay. It's Joyner again. Mulholland is a Philly. Where the Phillies at? Here they are. A little Mets run here. Backman, El Cid, Jeffries, Mookie. He'll turn back the clock card to Gil Hodges when he was managing the Mets there. Dykstra is Hojo. And Mackie Sasser. So a bunch of Hojo's busted up, though. It's all, I don't know if you can see it on the, you can kind of see the fold in it that I missed at first, too. So that's a goner. And what do we get here? Jim Edmonds. What year is this from? 2006. Gold Glove Award winning Jim Edmonds, right? Jim's 05 highlight reel equals 8th gold Rawlings Gold Glove Award. Jim Edmonds. Don't think I've ever seen that card before in my life. Yeah, some more Mets here. Randy Myers, Ron Darling. Looking forward to hearing him call games with Keith Hernandez again. A couple weeks here. Tuffle. Roger McDowell. You can always count on him for something silly. Elster. Kevin McReynolds. Magadan. Sid Fernandez. And now we're back to that 93 upper deck. So some Rockies over here. Whoops. How bad does that bounce look when I do it? I can see it over there kind of after. Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? Rangers. Daryl Strawberry. Interesting pose. Saw somebody, I posted this on a Facebook group I'm in, right, for another channel, and that sort of stuff. Has 92 Fleer in my local area here. It's down in Bloomington, Indiana. The set of 92 Fleer. They want $12,000 for it. And, I always love Facebook Marketplace for the stupidity of some prices and stuff like that on there, or what you can find. But there's some that are exceptionally dumb, and that's one of them. There's another Robin Yount. Just had one as I was talking there. But that's Tim Raines, Hall of Famer, too. But Jordan, Cardinals out here. Cardinals. And we're going this way now, okay? So there's Eric Davis as a Dodger. Put him with that weird Daryl Strawberry pose over there. Mariners back here. Braves. Oops. Mariners. Royals. Right here. Pirates. Oops, right there. Expos. Royals. Braves. Rangers. Cubs. Back here. He is sleeping hard now. Wish I could sleep like that. White Sox. Athletics. Padres. All the way over here. Tigers. I still wear sunglasses like that. It's David Wells, Boomer Wells. But they look like my golf sunglasses. Doug Barr lost his corner here. See, it kind of tipped out there. So, sorry, Doug. The Expos. And we got a bunch of Red Sox here from 85. Oh, a couple of them. Dale Murphy. Murphy should be in the Hall of Fame. He was arguably again the best or one of the best power hitters in the early to mid 80s. Right, I would put him in for that. Astros, Expos, and a couple more Red Sox. And Strawberry with the Mets, 90. Is it a period card? Look out. eBay error card. Right, zoom on it. Come on. Come on, zoom. There you go. There's no period after ink. Look out. Tigers. These are the ones in the video that I thought were something else, right? I thought they were Reggie Jackson cards from the early 90s, right? The Baseball Heroes designs. Tom Glavine. And we got Herbeck and Kirby there. And Kirby again. Who's this? Kruk, Lenny Dykstra, Darren Dalton, and I don't know who is in the middle. Dave Hollins was the other one, that guy. Dave Hollins. He had one, maybe 2 good years. All right, so the Rangers, let's see, it's Canseco, Rodriguez, Gonzalez, and Palmeiro. I can do that one. I'll zoom on it. There we go. Kirby again. Nice little star run here. Palmeiro, right? Let's not call him a star for obvious reasons. Ken Griffey Jr. is hiding back there under the checklist. Edgar Martinez is in the Hall of Fame as a DH. Giants. The Reds. So yeah, I'll probably doing a few more of these. I might try to target one for next Tuesday when the Iowa caucus is going on and we see the results, right? Hope for the best. Some kind of alternative other than you know who and the guy that's there. So Astros are all over here. Tigers. I mean, yeah, so I can watch the results and I can be all political science-y and, that kind of stuff and do some, discussion of that and sort of my take on what it might mean for going ahead and, depending on who wins, right? That doesn't want to zoom. What is that catching? It's got to be catching all the other cards, right? Yeah, so another reason why I need a little more light back here. Giants, Padres. And I got to put this arm out of my way, not right here in front of me. Astros. And Vladdy Sr. as an Oriole. All-time Dominican hits leader. He only played in Baltimore for like 1 year, didn't he? Rockies. Indians. So yeah, we've been sitting here for 30 minutes now, right, doing this, and it's like haven't even made a dent, you know, into what's over there. So, but the boy is sleepy, sleeping away. Let's move it over this way a little bit now. You don't need to see my couch and stuff. There we go. So I'll do this for a little bit longer here, and then I've got to turn in because I've got an early day tomorrow. Got a bunch of Mets here again from 91 Upper Deck. And Pacoda, Jeff Torborg, 93 Tops, 93 Donruss, right? Yeah. Tops. Upper Deck, tops. And Ellis Burks. All right, so we got some more of this 2012 stuff here. Somebody must have been looking for Trout or something like that and just got a whole bunch of these and threw them all in bags. I don't know what size those bags are. They're almost like they're food service bags, right, from a restaurant. Might keep something in, something that big. They're not like something you would necessarily buy at the grocery store. So what I wound up doing after I got these sorted out, I've got 5,000 count boxes behind me that I keep them in, and then I just spread them out, you know, by brand and by, you know, player. I pull out the stars to make sure every pack's got a few stars in it, right? So, and then build them from there. Reds, Twins. So when I do this again, and I will, I'll schedule it out in advance a little bit more too, not just spur of the moment like I did with this, because I just wanted to do this test run. These are sticking a little bit. Get Carlos Lee off there. Let's go here to the ones that aren't sticking, and then I'll work on them. J.J. Hardy. What is this? Phenoms. Kenny Lofton. That's an interesting card. Was that some sort of insert set out of Donruss or something like that? Or subset? I don't remember that at all. Kenny Lofton Phenoms, right? He'd already been dealt over to the Indians from the Astros, but still, it's a neat card. That there are the Indians. This. And just kind of, oof. Yeah, they got there okay. Britain stick. And that one's good. And that's it. So there are those. Why don't I do one more handful here, and then we'll call it a live stream test. And we'll go from there. So a couple of you that tuned in, I do appreciate it. If you're watching this afterwards, I appreciate that too. And these are 95 Pinnacle. I said in the thing, I always thought they looked like a saw blade for some reason. It's obviously a baseball with stitching, but for some reason my brain says saw blade when I see it. Trevor Hoffman's a Hall of Famer. Paul Sorrento. Is that Milt Thompson? Yeah. Phillies. Ken Nitty. Troy Neal. Brett Barbary. Charlie Hayes. I don't remember a face mask. He must have got beamed or something. And wore a face mask. Turk Wendell? Is that what that is? Yeah. More awesome sunglasses. There's Wally Joyner as a Royal. Is that, it's not, yeah, Reggie Sanders. I was going to say, it's not Dion. Hey, who's going to take Nick Saban's place? Right? Got that Dion connection, right, with the commercial? Is he going to go down there? Or the rumors of the Oregon guy, right, to go down there. Sterling Hitchcock, Yankees. Brewers, right here. Doug Drabeck, the Astros, all the way over here. Bobby Jones. Now, Bobby Jones is a PC of mine. I don't know if I have that. So, that one's going over here, aside, just in case. Take a look. If I got it, it'll go back into a pack. Royals are right here. Tigers. White Sox. Red Sox. Right here. Darren Jackson. White Sox. And we got some Pinnacle here from 93, right? 92. So there's Bobby Jones again. Pretty sure I've got this, but I'm going to set it aside anyway. Just in case. You could tell I got some random Mets PCs, right? You know, from when they were good, when they were all right, when they, were in the playoffs and stuff. But some obvious ones, right, like Alonso and stuff. But yeah. So, what the hell? Let's do one more handful, and we'll call it a night. I don't want to get up early tomorrow anyway. I just have to. So. You got a little Mets run again here. Elster. Another Bobby Jones. Top prospects. I'm pretty sure I do not have this one. I know I've got that one. I know I've got that Keith Hernandez. But top prospects. So Keith Miller, El Cid, Alejandro Pena, Ali Perez, 2006 Game 7. Doug Sisk. Astros, Buddy Bell out of 89 tops. White Sox. Manager back then was Jim Fregosi. Blind you there with some 91 Fleer. Phillies. Where the Phillies at? There. Tigers are back here. 88 score. I've had a couple of these coming through. The Blue Jays and the Brewers are over here. Ooh, triple play. I had this set as a kid, right? I got it at Value City. They were like $5 a wax box, right? So put that set together, of course. Indians. 92 triple play. What if the Bill Clinton card's in the other one, isn't it? The other set, 93. Mariners here. Back here. Giants. And a Hall of Fame card. Show you what the Hall of Fame looks like. Of course, triple play was designed for kids, right? John Smoltz for the Braves. Padres over here. Right, Chris Sabo. The big glasses. I don't think he's coaching in college anymore, is he? Baerga. Will Cordero, Sandy Alomar, and his son. That's pretty neat. Ruben Sierra was a great power hitter at that time for a few years. The Rangers over here. Who's the little hotshot? Who is this? Can we guess? Mark Grace? Nope, Lance Parrish. Lance Parrish. What team? Angels. Offerman is over here. Cubs. Awesome action. Let's put that with the Yankees, right? Because it's a Yankee in the picture. There's Dion right now. Lewis Oral Hershiser. Right? Big year in 88 when they won the series. There's Strawberry. And the checklist goes over here. Hojo. Gubaza with the Royals. Matt Noakes. Devon White. And that one's a little blown up down here in the corner. Kind of see there. I'm sorry I keep shaking the camera here. Like I said, got to get used to how to set this up. That's part of the reason why we did this. Angels again. The White Sox. The Red Sox. Angels. The Brewers are over here. And Kelly Gruber. John Hebian. Is that Mark McGuire signing autographs? Put that with the Angels. Or, sorry, the Athletics. Phillies there. Kevin or Pat Combs and Kevin Brown with the Rangers. So, hey, thanks for watching. Those of you that did tune in for this, just happened by or whatever and saw I was doing this. We'll do it again. Get Kappi to chill out with us again and look for some cards and stuff like that, and talk about whatever you want as we're doing this, right? Because I got nothing better to do. So, appreciate it. You haven't been over to my shop, please remember to head on over there. Link should be somewhere in my YouTube page. Like and subscribe, yada yada yada, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again.